Objection! Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too! And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Ooh! The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. It was only one guy, but still. Oh, yeah. I'm glad he says it. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew! That was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because, I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.? No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room, hee. The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... she... Hang on. Yeah, it's not working. It couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court. I get, like, you know, smarmy Phoenix now. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May. Tisk tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Can I? September 5th. Oh, impossible, of course. I don't even have to answer it. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything, not 5 minutes ago. Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clock was removed is this phone. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. I have one just like it. Woohoo, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Rumble. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. I'm not gonna say it because I said it already once. I already read this conversation. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Ms. May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. A witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the courts. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock before. Because it's handmade. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the whole world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold at stores! Ms. May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Ah! Meow. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and this will remain calm. Yeah, huh. Oh, silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did, teehee. Wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? That death stare. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held a clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There was no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Have a look at this. Ah! I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this box is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Ooh! Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous! It's unfair! How can one be a master and not... How can one have a seat on the council and not be a master? I mean, does the defense truly claim the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it is not, you still must prove one thing. Did the victim ever say the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. Okay, before I present it. The clock, yeah. Proof that the victim said on the phone the weapon was a clock is... I present the defendant's cell phone! Yes, yes, we've seen that. Listen once more. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. La la. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that, you lawyer? It's no fair, all you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Wah! That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Gotta deal with a final blow. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tappity irrelevant? Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, you have an explanation for the court. Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? What sorcery is this? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy, wink. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Why did you wiretap the phone? You dodged my question entirely. It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No! Wouldn't let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition: if Miss May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Ms. Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya would be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? I accept. Alright, I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything! Understood, I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. And Edgeworth had him right there, waiting. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Oh, we got the exciting music. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Ms. May. She asked for an iced coffee brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Ms. May herself. I see. Right. I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and him. The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Her and her 2 friends, if you know what I mean. Yes, what then? "9 on the dot, you say?" Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV, and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9 p.m., the time of the murder. Precisely 9, then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Ms. May was quite insistent it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so certain? Well, when I brought the room service, the guests, favored me with an embracer, sir. Embrasser, is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, not a French kiss, more of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk, tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. Indeed, it was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. Can't let this happen, can I? Protest! Oh, wait! Please wait! Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Oh, man. Check-in. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Ms. May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I am not without charm, sir, but even I'd have little chance with her lover there. What did he say? I made an educated guess with what option to pick there. I wasn't entirely sure. I figured it wasn't room service because the whole testimony was room service. I forgot what the other option even was. It was irrelevant. I figured check-in would have to be it. What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? This music. I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Ooh! You fool! I don't know if there's something they added to the game, because I don't remember his eyeballs, like, twitching. I've done it! I've won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been a murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? I went a little twang with him, too. Who is this other person? Simple, it was... the man with Ms. May, the bellboy! The man who checked in, obviously. Oof! Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room. My. What a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if I was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court! Ugh! Upstart! Amateur! That these accusations are ludicrous! Enough! The court acknowledges defense's arguments. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? So, trial's not over. Judge is like, you know what? More investigation must happen. We're done here. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Miss Wright! You were amazing in there! Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just, doing my job, And again, the other attorney was pretty cool too. Oh, my voice is like cracking now after all the twangs. Huh? I'm gonna use like Mia's voice for that face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. Wow, her voice is all kinds of jacked up. I'm sorry. If you say so. So, what happened with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir! I'm going to find out more about this man. You think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis... Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you! I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. Thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack that ran right, but was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free! To be continued. I love this game so much.